Hey there, folks. I'm the Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed. I think we'll take at least one crack at one of the legendary ships here, and what I'll do is I'm gonna, it takes a little doing to get up to a 4, slash Cutlass's wanted level, and I feel a little bad, but I think just to avoid distractions while we're trying to deal with it, I'm gonna want to bribe a local official to get rid of my wanted level. And at the same time, once I've got like elite everything except fire barrel storage, I'm gonna want to make sure that I'm have full everything, i.e., like full heavy shot, full mortars. Mortars I used a couple sinking that Royal Fleet. Well, I thought I would actually buy upgrades for my ship at sea. I mean, at an actual harbor master for a change, instead of doing everything at sea, which is, of course, ridiculous. So with this, we have everything except elite fire barrel storage, which again, unless I need to get a new fact with different information, I can't deal with that without advancing further in the plot anyway. I can't access the place where that needs to happen. Let's check the Jackdaw appearances. There's community challenges. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. Naval contracts I haven't been playing with at all. Redeem on Uplay. It's another one I don't quite get because I think I got a Uplay account when I was doing my online whatever stuff. You'd need a plan for the Blackwood Wheel. That's 400 metal. You need a plan for that. Basically, what I'm curious about is, will I ever need to get any more resources again? And no. These are all ones I've already got. So I believe not. I believe as far as... Okay, so it was only the 2 mortars that I used against the Royal Fleet in the last video that we needed to replace. Yeah, I think I've got as much resources as I'll ever need, and I'm pretty sure I'll never need any more money either. So yeah. Sell items. Nah, forget it. Ship is at maximum health too. So yeah, other than the fact that I can't store as many fire barrels as possible in the game, that being a weapon I almost never use, the ship is now as powerful as it can get. So there's no point if I'm...
Well done to my mind. Good day.
Good eye, Moit. Yeah, there's no point as far as I can make out for not attacking royal ships right now. I mean the legendary ships. I'm never gonna be any better prepared for doing that than I am right now. The figure who...
I can wait. Need to disappear.
See, I thought there would be more fun anime, like dialogue or something for that, but no, he just says, need to disappear, which is the same thing he says if you walk by him and don't pay him. He just says that to call your attention to the fact that he exists. So we will now be free from any distraction while we attempt to take on Hercules and the legendary journeys. Brian Sorbo, whatever his name actually is. Okay. Don't know if this is gonna work out or not. These guys are like the closest thing. This is the closest that this game has to, like, Atma weapon, or no, Atma weapon. I think in every game he appears in is actually a mandatory boss. These are like the Ultima weapon, Omega weapon of this game. So we'll see how well this works out. Get a little sip of tea before we get going. I guess if they're hanging around in the water, they're pretty much like the Sapphire weapon, but...
Hey, what's that in the fog? It looks like a ship.
Looks like a big fucking ship is what it looks like.
Looks like a ghost ship. Aye, risen from the dead to sink us.
Oh, fuck. I think it's just a big fucking ship, guys. So pirates are pretty superstitious. Okay, I don't know specific strategy for each. I remember reading at least one of the legendary ships is immune to mortar fire. Doesn't appear to be that one, although, wow, it's not really doing very much to it, is it? Yes, I finally learned how to use the, I finally learned how to use those, deck guns, guys. Various people tried to explain how to do it. Some of them were really polite about it, some of them are assholes about it, but yes, I do not see any way I could be winning this fight without them. It's working pretty good. But I gotta get away from these mortars. And it's not happening right now. I think I gotta get in close. These guys like mortars. Oh, this is going really well. This might be the easiest of them, though. I read that they're not really, you know, all legendary ships are not created equal. So before I get too confident, this one might be like the wimpy one. Not hit it in a little while. Yes! So we'll need to do some repairs here. I defeated a legendary ship. Can I board it? Doesn't seem like I can board it. So much for the HMS, whatever the fuck it was called. We got the full 20,000 reals, which is what it was said to be carrying. Normally that's not how it would work. Normally you would get half of what it had for sinking it instead of boarding it. So I'm taking that to mean you can't actually board them at all. And that you're meant to sink them and then you get your full reward. Ooh, 60,000. I'm higher up on the list of prosperous pirates than before, which just goes to show that other people have moved on. I mean, this isn't like the next Assassin's Creed game. If it's not already out, it's almost out.
You require my services.
You require my services. I'm Frederick von Creepy Guy. I want to repair the ship. And I'm going to... No, damn it.
Well concluded.
I did not mean to hop up on your ship. Sorry. But I need to buy wappets. You can see how much money I've got. The 20,000 we got for defeating one of the legendary ships barely even registered. So that Kenway's Fleet game, if you're willing to pour in all this time into it, like when I first I was really getting into this game. That was it will break the game's economy if you allow it to. How much time we got left in this video? I kind of lost track of when we started, but I don't feel like that took anywhere near a whole video to defeat that legendary ship. No. Looks like those legendary ship battles are going to go your way or go south, one way or the other, fairly quickly. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep rolling here, and try to take on this legendary ship. I don't even know what it is yet, but we'll find out shortly. Hopefully my crew is a little bit like they're like, it's a ghost ship come from Alicinka, sir. They might be a little bit more confident now that we've taken one down. But we'll see. They probably continue to be all panicked and spooked. And again, I have a sinking feeling that the legendary ship I took down is probably like the jobber of all legendary ships. You guys are in trouble, huh? It must be a British legendary ship up ahead. We're awfully happy considering the captain's sending us a fighter ghost ship. It's not really that early in the morning. It's late afternoon now.
2 man of war's captain.
Oh, 2 of them? Fuck me. The Royal Sovereign and the Fearless. Ah, so this is like 2 legendary ships in one. This could be rough. This could be very bad. Or maybe they'll both be like, have half of the hit points of... Yeah, I know we are. Barely... Not completely missed. Fudge. Don't want to get between them. I have a feeling that's going to be bad. Yeah. Guy's completely missing. But I definitely want to take out one first. I'm going to try to concentrate on this one. But I need to stop missing so much. Missing a lot here. That was a miss. I'm trying to like go quickly. Yeah, I'm probably panicking. Probably not wise to be so panicky that I'm like trying to act quickly. They don't seem to want to fight me at range. They're not trying to close on me, but I don't know. This is the one that I had. The Fearless is the black one. I think I need to start. Not that I've done much damage to it, but that hurts. It hurts when they hit you. Don't suppose that should be a surprise, but I'd completely lost track of where that other one was. That was a mistake. Accidentally throwing down fire barrels. This isn't going well. I'm at like halfway. I have not destroyed one of them yet. And I'm getting all these indications that I can fire fire barrel, or I can shoot my deck gun, but it's because of the fire barrels. Okay, let's try to close on them. You are the one that I want. Yeah, they don't seem to have, they're man of wars, but they don't seem to have much in the way of... This is not doing very much to them either. Going to chain shots a fucking waste. Do I want to try to ram them? Damn it. Nope.
No! Ready to fire, sir!
Got a little damage on the Sovereign there.
Here it comes! Steady down! Fire!
If I can just take down one of them, I'll be in a much better shape, but I don't have...
Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Fasten yourself!
I'm not getting those little shoot the deck gun messages either. Ah, fuck, I'm in trouble. I don't usually bother with these, but... well, maybe I shouldn't start now either.
Damn these eyes!
I got him a little. Don't blame yourself, buddy. That's probably fair. Okay. Now I'm being chased by the one that's still in good health. It's on fire, and I can't... it's trying to ram me. Fudge. Damn. Yeah, it was definitely coming to ram me there, and I didn't really see from where I was positioned how the hell to get out of it. Okay. Now that I think about it, I do remember reading one tactic for this battle. Which I honestly had just forgotten until now, and it's a bit of a cheat that I read ahead, but I read ahead a long time ago. Somebody said that you should bring them both down to being almost defeated. And rather than doing what I did, try to concentrate on one, to try to hurt them both real bad, because apparently the one that survives after the other one is sunk, that's what it does. It just starts ramming. Because like, the thing was on fire. But I had barely damaged it at all, so I think that was like plot fire. Like... which is kind of the opposite of what I'm doing. I'm getting in close like that, I can damage him fast. I think, those weren't doing a whole lot. Just chipping away. This might be too much for me at this point, but I'm not... my ship's not going to get any stronger is the thing. That was a total miss. Whiffed. I whiffed, so what I'm realizing now is my ship isn't going to get any stronger. The only way this is going to get any better is if I get better at the fight. So there's no point putting it off. This is... I got to do it. If that makes sense. Not sure that it did. I did hit it. So what they're doing is they try to come on either side of me and get me in the middle of a broadside. The Fearless is almost down, so if I'm going to follow that tactic that I read about before, I'm going to want to... Fudge. Damn, this is... I'm probably hosed here. can investigate what happens when you take one of them down and not the other. Which is, it just keeps sinking you. Not really that shocking that that's what it did. Well, you know, in this video, we have one legendary ship under our belts here. So you can't say that we didn't accomplish anything. So I think the best thing I can do is try to not let them get on either side of me. Okay. The brothers in arms. Brothers-in-law, Huffman and Huffman. That's a local ad. Clearly everyone on the internet is aware of this local ad. That's a couple years old now that I think about it. No, you don't. I am coming this way. I'm not getting between you guys. I am between you guys right as I say that. I mean, can they damage each other with that?
On your mark. Fire! That's bloody missed.
Didn't mean to hit that button, really.
Ready to box. Fire! It's all exposed. Take it fire! Batten yourselves! Fire! Reloading! Raise! Fire! Raise for impact! Here it comes! Send it up! Enemy firing! Brace yourselves!
Alright.
Now firing, sir! Brace! Brace for impact!
Brace, brace, brace! I don't know where they are, so brace! What I'm learning is that even elite mortars don't seem to do shit to these guys. But at the same time, they don't have mortars at all, so it's not hurting anything to throw them out there.
We're ready, sir!
Maybe it's an awful idea to do that, because what they're doing is they're making passes, and they're regrouping their fire. And it's not wise to give them control over how we engage by sitting there parked and not maneuvering. They're just going to shrug off the mortars.
Miss, are the hooks tight? We're
Okay.
ready, sir! Fire! Fire! Batten yourselves! Here it comes! Steady now! Brace yourselves! Brace! There's some good shots and triples!
There we go.
Ready to fire, sir! Ease off the wind!
This is going about as well as I could hope for at this point. Throw one on you just for the hell of it.
Brace for impact!
Keep moving here. Fudge right into their line of fire.
Orders, sir! Batten yourselves! Concentrate on the task at hand, sir! Within touch! Brace for impact!
They've got good broadside cannons.
Cannon ready!
Okay.
Sail! Get off the squall!
Okay.
Hold down and clew up! Loose main sail!
Again, try not to get between them. Sneak in around a mortar if I can while they're getting grouped.
Cruise up! Eat her six!
Try to get my turning radius good.
I said hearty!
That it just doesn't do very much to them is the problem.
Ready to box, sir! Fire!
I'm I'm not mad, I'm just upset. Damn, you take a lot of damage and you get stuck in there.
Ready to fire, Captain. Fire! Brace yourselves!
But the... Damn it, I thought I could get off a shot and then brace. This could be it. This could be it. And by it, I mean this could be the end for us. Okay, now it's the black sail one I've got to concentrate on. Sarah! Stud! But at this point, like, I haven't even gotten a shot off on whichever one I... like, if I sink one first, I can't even get a shot off on the second one before I'm boned. I think this is the only legendary ship where it's more than one ship. So hopefully this is considered one of the tougher ones. Yeah, I can't take much more. You got that right, buddy. Like I said, we got one legendary ship down. This one not coming along quite as well.
2-man oars, Captain. As much sail as you can. All sails loose and stay tight.
I mean, it seems like the best thing we can do is to not get caught between them. They're taking like no damage at all from the mortars, which I think is because they're a special boss unit. So broadsides and deck guns are the only thing that are really hurting them. Maybe I could be ramming them, but they maneuver pretty good.
They're heading straight for us. We're out. Level up all hands. Too powerful, Captain. They will surely sink us.
What do you suggest that we just give up?
All sails. She'll take it. Come on, you fire! Fire! Raise! Fire! Brace yourselves! Almost ready. Brace for impact.
I don't know where the other one ended up. Oh, here it is.
Shorten sail.
Okay, let's reposition. This is going pretty well so far, but I guess being between them is just... How did I miss them both? Being between them is not wise. Damn, I thought I was doing well there for a minute. I got between them, didn't I? Yeah, I got between them. Although you're coming up right on this side of me. I was doing well, and I just... Maybe I should be using the radar more. Thanks to radar!
Here it comes! Send it out!
I actually used fire barrels for a change. Okay. Just need to run for a second. You get out of combat for a while, you can actually repair your damage, but I don't think that's going to happen in mid legendary ship fight, probably. Damn it. Got pretty close there. Got pretty close. I think I need to concentrate more on... not getting stuck between them than I need to concentrate on dealing damage. But frankly, I can throw out a shit ton of damage in a hurry. They are doing the same, so you just have to protect yourself. At any rate, we're going to call it a video here. When we come back, I've gotten close enough I don't feel like I can give up now. I'm going to take another shot, hopefully just one more shot, and then be able to defeat the twin brothers Mucho Smocho, the twin British Man-O-Wars-O-Doom. Mysterious JG, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.